train.
Did anything interesting happen on these train rides? Like, what's the most memorable thing that?
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did. There were a couple of times where like I tried to bomb the system. You know what? Two things happened.
Okay.
Oh gosh. Okay, so the first one was the tickets were getting expensive.
Mm-hmm. Do you have to buy a ticket every day, or you bought a pass?
Sometimes, like at times, I bought a day pass. So at times, I bought a weekly pass.
So let me just get this straight. Your mother gave you money for the tickets.
Yeah,
but there were times where you tried to bump the system.
So what happened was
mm-hmm.
when it started getting expensive,
mm-hmm.
instead of like buying a weekly pass, I'll
mm-hmm.
buy like a day pass.
But your mother was giving you money for the passes, right?
Yeah, but for the weekly ones, it started getting expensive.
Yeah, so she was giving it to you for the daily
like for daily, yeah.
And then yeah.
So at times I wanted to save money.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, we used to do this thing, where like we check the date. You know, sometimes, when it's 5, you can try and make it try and bend it.
Yeah.
Make it like 6, that kind of thing. Some of the inspectors, they don't really check those things, but some are very vigilant.
Yeah.
And then I remember one guy, and he's a black man as well. It's always the black ones.
Why do you expect that because he's black you shouldn't? Because then if someone else comes and sees you guys on the train, they'll think he's part of it.
It's
so he's
crazy.
not going to let you give him a bad
It's
name.
crazy because I gave it to him.
Yeah.
And I was just looking up. And then he looked at it. Then looked at me.
Yeah.
He looked at it again. Then he looked at me. He was like, "Young man." I knew what was coming.
He's a young man.
He was like, "Come with me, please." So he took me to the side.
Yeah.
And he showed me, and he's like, "What's the date today?" I was like, "Is this sis?" He's like, "What's today's date?" No, I was like,
"It's a fit.
It's a fit." So I tried to be smart, like to make it look like I bought ticket in advance.
Okay,
but like it didn't work. It didn't work. And then
so what happened?
He gave me
a fine.
So usually when that happens, you get a fine.
How much
you
was
get
the
off
ticket?
next stop.
How much was the ticket like around that time?
It wasn't even I think it was like for a day. Was it like? I think it was like £7.
And then how much was the fine?
The fine was more like 50, 100.
Okay.
Like
yeah.
So it was one of those things where like, and obviously he knew I was young.
Yeah.
So what he did is he told me that obviously, I can't go too far. So I had to get off
and then buy
go and buy a ticket.
Mm-hmm.
So usually what we do is when that happens, we will say, okay, we will get off and then
get on again.
And then wait for the next round. Sometimes when you see they're not looking, but they're very vigilant. So once they push you out, once they kick you out, they will just be standing by the door. So as soon as the door, because obviously the DLR, like there's no what do you call them? Drivers.
Yeah.
Like he's moving by itself.
Yeah.
So they would just come and stand by the door and then wait to make sure that you don't get
on. Yeah.
If you get on, they will come for you.
So you just get off. So why don't you just get off and then buy a ticket? Because now it's cheaper, right?
Not really. Because when you get off, you have to go and explain yourself. If you're not lucky, they'll like when you get there and there are feds around, there are police around.
Yeah,
you might get in trouble.
Why don't you just leave like you're leaving the train station and then you're coming in as a new person?
When you're leaving, you have to show a ticket, or you have to put your ticket through the machine. And if your ticket's not legit, then
because you have to put your ticket in when you're leaving as well. Okay.
So I
didn't know that you don't have to do that with Trotro. So I didn't experience that.
It's crazy.